It's that time of year again where we start using the crackling fireplace. This one's on YouTube, but there's other ones. This is just the one I'm picking this morning. At nighttime, it'll be pretty, especially when we're just laying in bed. I'm gonna get ready for the day. It's another day of PJ pants and a random t-shirt. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. It's the one I'm choosing today. I do have a few things to do, but we all know me. I'm gonna sit here with my coffee, jibber jabber, and put a little something something on my face right quick. Grace, let me get this. Grace asked me to do her, just got some pomade in my hair. It's puffy, it's messy, but I don't know, I kind of like it this way. Ooh, I should get some earrings. Grace asked me last night if I do her makeup this morning, so I did. I'm gonna use this palette today. Ooh, lip balm. What I did on Grace this morning, I put this forehead, cheeks, and I used the sponge so that it didn't wipe out all of the redness in her face. Grace has very textured skin, but she wanted something. She said, I want full beat. Which is fine, but I was like, I'll do your makeup, but I'm not doing foundation or concealer. So I did a little of this on her, used this. She wanted contour, so I just went across her forehead and like just right back here, and then her jawline. Blended it with this. I put a little bit of that highlighter on her right here on her nose, blended it. This cream blush. Did her eyebrows with this. And then it doesn't even look like she has eyeshadow on, but I took this shimmer on her lid, like all over her lid, and then I took this shimmer just on the outer part very lightly. Anyway, she was impressed. She put her own mascara on. I told her she can't use mine because I've used them. You don't want to share mascara. And I use different brushes for her. Like, yeah, I used this brush on her. I used these two things to do her whole face. Except for, I used this one for her eyeshadow. So I need to actually take and wash these. I highly doubt she'll get me to do her makeup tomorrow. So I'll wash them, and if she wants me to do her makeup again, I will. I just want to get ready for the day. So I'm gonna go get a load of get the laundry done, clean the bathroom, which will not take me very long, vacuum the floors. That's pretty much the top 3 things today. I do want a meal plan for next week. Come out with a grocery list. One flyer I didn't show in yesterday's video is the Save on Foods flyer. But Save on Foods has a case lot sale going on. So they have the cases of Kraft Dinner, tomato soup, mushroom soup, tomato sauce, cans of tomatoes, all in all, they got the case lot sale. So I think Sunday I'm gonna get Matt to take me over to Save on Foods to pick up the cases of things that we go through. The Kraft Dinner, though, I gotta find out from the kids, like, are they done with Kraft Dinner? If they are, I'll just stick to buying 1 or 2 boxes of Kraft Dinner, like once a month or whatever, or every other month. But otherwise, I think maybe I won't get the case of Kraft Dinner. But the cases of Kraft Dinner are gonna be on for $9.99 if you're a member, and we are a member. I have a membership for there. It's free, the membership for Save on Foods. So yeah, laundry, bathroom, floor. So pretty much do a quick clean today because I'll be at Miriam's tomorrow. I tend to do, I mean, I'm always doing some sort of cleaning every day. But Mondays and Fridays, I tend to do like, go through the entire place and clean things up. So I'll do that today, including the windows. I also have our budget written out from now until I think June. But then Matt said something last night before I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I was like, why would you tell your wife, who you know has insomnia, this right before she goes to sleep? Like, why couldn't you tell me, like, I don't know, this morning? Anyways, he reminded me. He's like, well, he didn't remind me. He was like, what were we talking about before we went to sleep last night? We were talking about something, and then he's like, oh, I wonder how long I'm getting off for Christmas next month. And then I was like, because it totally went through my head, or over my head, that, yeah, next month's December, guys. And I did our budget, and it never even crossed my mind. Maybe I just wasn't thinking about it, because every year I plan for this every year, Matt having 1 or 2 weeks off of work in December. Why did I not even cross my mind? So now I'm like, why are you telling me this before going to sleep? And then, you know what? I went to sleep. I got 8 hours, because you know what I told Matt? I was like, you know what? God, it's in God's hands. He's going to take care of it. I was like, every year, you know, not saying like we're always good, we pull through. So he thinks he's only going to have 1 week off, and I was like, that's totally manageable. I was like, but we need to plan for you having 2 full weeks off of work. So, am I going to fix my budget? No. I told Matt, I'm going to sleep, man. I was like, God will take care of it. I'm not letting that keep me up tonight. So I went to sleep. And you know what? It's going to stay like that. Whether it's 1 week or 2 weeks off, I ain't worrying about it. And that's that. For some reason, maybe it's the lighting in here, but it looks like there's on the end, I guess I'll see when I play back, it looks like I have a filter or something. My skin does look good though. Maybe it's the lighting. It's not sunny out. It's like overcast. I do have light on. Like all the, anything that can bring light, I've got it on. So maybe that's why it's, I don't know. Anywho, let's do this highlighter. So anyways, why did I bring up the budget? I don't know. Oh, the thing on my wall. You can't see it from here. The white thing. Anyways, I haven't switched that. I haven't erased it and done it for November. So I need to do that. Because I have a 5-year planner that I write everything out in. I only do like a few months at a time though. So even though it's in the planner, I like putting out what needs to get done. So all bills and stuff, like bills, workouts, and like anything that I want to see myself do, I mark it up there. And then I check mark it as it gets done. And then I go into my planner and check mark it as well. It's just so that I don't have to keep digging out my planner. So I need to do that. I need to meal plan for next week. Is that it though? Sorry, nose itchy. Yeah, I was going through my stuff and I found I have this Simply Ageless Triple Action Concealer. This has like it's like metal, and I don't know, should I try using it? I feel like I do have bags, but very small. Anyways, this takes forever to get anything out, which is why I don't use it. And I think it might be too dark. I do like this though. Hey look, I have a jaw. I know, I'm not going anywhere, so I don't need to wear all this, but I'm trying to get some of this stuff used up. I do like this, and I do have this one foundation. I mean, I should have got a different shirt, so I don't have to keep pulling down the sleeves. This CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless. It has hyaluronic complex and vitamin C. 3-in-1 foundation. I can't tell how much I've used. Again, it's one of those things where I don't know. I think I used it 3 or 4 times since I've had it. My eyeball feels agitated. I mean, I don't know. Does it do anything? I don't know if this crap actually ever does anything, but I do like it. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I needed to get done today. I feel like there was. I mean, I know I gotta trim my nails because my nails are growing fast, but they feel kind of bendy, so I'm gonna trim them right down again today and then let them go once more. I do want to try the eyeshadow primer today to see if this makes I don't normally use eyeshadow primer, but I have it. But I want to see if using eyeshadow primer makes a difference. But I'm using a new palette, so I don't know if this will... I think I just put it on and let it dry. I don't know. It feels kind of weird. It's like skin tone color. I'm pretty sure you could just use a concealer. What are we doing this weekend? Oh, I know something. Matt and I were talking about Bulk Barn last night. How did we get on that topic? Oh, we were watching a video on YouTube. Well, I was watching this girl. She was at Aldi shopping for. She was showing all the new stuff, or somebody, or maybe it was Costco. Anyways, they're talking about hot chocolate, and then I was like, man, I haven't had white hot chocolate in forever, like years. And I'm talking like over 5-6 years. And I was buying it from the Bulk Barn because you take the white hot chocolate and you make it, and then you put like a chai tea bag in there in your mug and just let it, like, drink it with the tea bag in there. You can pretty much put any kind of tea bag in there with your white hot chocolate. Anyways, it amps it up. It's like so Christmassy and delicious. I stopped buying it. I think I talked about it before. I stopped buying it because I was like, man, this is gonna put the weight on. I might have put too much pomade in my hair. But and Matt's like, oh, I love the Bulk Barn. They have like my favorite gummy bears. I don't know if we're gonna go there this weekend, or maybe we just shouldn't. I'm thinking we shouldn't. Just go to Save On Foods and get some of the things. I used this blush on Grace this morning. It looks so nice. So I think I'm also going to use it. Just right there. I'm gonna end up changing this shirt. I like this shirt. I don't like the sleeves. Okay, so I need to use this up as well. It's Rare Beauty, but this is like bronze. And if you look at the bronze contour, this one though has got a lot of product in it. A lot. I feel like on me, do I like the bronze look? I don't know. I do gotta start using this up though. Okay, I took out this eyebrow one because I feel like this is almost gone. Let's see how this one works. Crap, that happened really fast. Wow. Oh my gosh. But, I mean, look at that was fast. It's like, you just gotta be careful. You're not allowed up there. I've only used this a handful of times, but I feel like there's not any product in there. Clearly there is though. That was the fastest I've done my brows. Do I have... Yeah, I'm just gonna comb that a little bit. And the color of it is nice too. I like that. Alright, folks. Okay, I need to wash these. I might just start washing my brushes daily. I feel like my eye feels irritated now. Is it from the concealer or the eye primer? I don't know. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on. I feel like I'm forgetting something, you know that? Here's the thing though, do I want to put... Is it lip smoothing? I don't know. I feel like I don't really have, like a bunch of lines in my lips. Or maybe I do, I just, I don't know. Crap. Are my eyebrows looking a little too, I don't want my brows looking perfect. I feel like I want a little highlighter. Where is... For some reason, I have Dancing Queen in my head going. Did I listen to something with that lately? My guess is you can't see none of it. Something about the lighting, I don't know if it's because it's overcast outside. And then we got like most of the, I mean, we do have the patio door and the dining room window open, but I don't know if it's maybe the lamp. It's making my face look filtered. There's no filter on my video because for some reason you can't do anything, because I have gone on not to filter, but I want to see if I could change the brighten it, whatever you want to call it. But if you have it on you, if you have it on you, you can't. But if I'm like, I think I can change it if I have it facing the opposite. Now I feel like my face looks too, this is making my, like all my summer color too is going. I'm hoping my hair continues to have the growth rate that it's currently having. I put too much pomade though. Ooh. Alright. We want to use this bad boy. The ColourPop stuff should be here tomorrow. The Sephora stuff should be here tomorrow. Nomad was supposed to be here Friday past. It says it's still on the way. It says, but it's delayed because of the Canadian snow. What? I mean, it hasn't snowed in Alberta. Unless it's snowing somewhere else in Canada. I have this, but I don't have any powder on my face, so there's no point in using it, right? Or should I just use it anyways? No, I'm not. This is like halfway gone. It's just a spray. If I do put powder on, I spray it just to help. I'll spray, if I have powder on, I'll spray this on and then go over it with my sponge just to make sure, because you know sometimes powder stuff can make your face look dry, and it can make dry patches show up even more. Unless you're like, I had no idea. Alright. I can put this away. I got my makeup bag back. Because last night, Grace was like, can you please make sure you have makeup ready? Because she wanted me to use my makeup on her today. And I was like, well, just let me grab my makeup bag then and we'll put the things in there. And then some of the stuff I'm using today's in here. Ooh. I found 2 Listerine new packs in my makeup bag. I bought these for Grace. I gave her one and she might have forgotten about it. But I've learned a trick for people with anxiety or a panic attack. What you want to do is you want to do something that'll take your mind off of whatever's got your heart and thoughts racing. And one of the tricks was put a piece of Listerine in your mouth, and then that would distract you, right? But Grace has this device that came in yesterday. I charged it last night. She took it to school today. It's called Calm something. I can't remember. Anyways, you can wear it on your wrist or just keep it in your pocket or whatever. And it has these different vibrations that to me almost feel like a heartbeat. It's also good for people who have insomnia, so I'm going to let her know too, because Grace does have trouble falling asleep sometimes. Well, a lot, actually. The reviews on it are great. This thing's in a lot of different magazines. How did I come across it? I can't remember. Anyways, I ordered it. It came in yesterday. I charged it. Grace took it to school today. And I told her, Bummer, do not play with it and don't have it on using it just randomly. It's meant for if she's coming into a panic attack or feeling her anxiety come on, she turns the device on and just holds it in her hand, whether it's in her pocket or whatever. And there's different settings on it if you want just like a light. I mean, I put it up as high as I could and I was like, it was almost painful. It does something to, you know what? I'd have to go look up. It explains, but it's supposed to help you relax. And all the reviews of people who've used it, it sounds very promising, so we picked it up. I picked it up. I have not used this yet. I'm gonna start with it's gonna probably end up looking like smoky. I'm gonna start with this one. It looks like it's taupe in here, but it's not taupe. She's dark. Anyways, I'll pretty much do anything to help Grace learn how to work through her anxiety and panic attacks without her asking to come home. Because last year, there was a lot of her coming home because she didn't know how to deal with her panic attacks and anxiety, that she would just end up sitting at school crying, and then she would call and I'd be like, just come home then. Because she'd be like, I can't deal with it, I can't stay at school. I do believe, she did say this is her last year in school. She said she's going back to homeschooling next year. Which is fine by Matt and I. Because we don't think a child should have to go to school. I feel like right now she's not really being bullied. But she's still... A lot of boys are picking at her. And the teacher's like, oh, boys will be boys. Because they're technically, I told Grace, technically they're not really bullying you. They are just being annoying shitheads. But I told Grace at the same time, I don't think she should have to deal with constant, just people being at her constantly. Like, she just wants to go to school and do her thing. I was telling Matt last night while Grace wasn't around. I was like, I don't know about you, but have you noticed a change in Grace this year compared to last year? And he was like, actually, yeah, I've noticed a big difference, and so have I. She still has attitude, but she's not so down, and I know that can change in a heartbeat, but she's not so down as she was last year. She's doing things and saying things now that she wasn't doing last year, which is fantastic. I mean, I pray for both our kids. With Grace, I pray that God would take away all her anger, take away all her sadness, take away the bullying and the being picked on. I pray for God, for Grace, that He will fill Grace with His joy and His peace and His love and His safety and comfort. And yeah, lately I've been like, I've noticed a change in her. She's constantly hugging now. I mean, she's the kid where, like, don't hug me, and stuff like that, right? And now she's constantly coming in for the hugs. She's even going to Matt, hugging him and trying to kiss him, and then it turns into him being like, ugh, like the two of them goofing around, right? And she's like, let me kiss you, and she's like grabbing his head and stuff. Grace wasn't doing that last year, so, you know, I'm thanking God for that, because it's nice to see a spark in her. I mean, almost every morning now, I'll be like, come on, you know you want it. Or she'll already be waiting. She'll be like, come on, Mom, give me a hug. I mean, and it's not just once or twice a day. There's a lot of hugs happening, which is, it's fantastic, to be honest with you. Kind of wish David was still like that. He used to be, but I don't know if it's because he's just gotten older, but I don't know. I don't believe in forcing your kids to hug and let you kiss them on the cheek or anything like that. But if homeschooling Grace starting next year on out means her having peace, then that's what's going to happen. I mean, she could change her mind. I told her, like, once February comes, because I'll be the half point, I was like, because I already let the school know too. When I talked to the principal last week or the week before, she called just to get update on Grace, and I was like, I'm just letting you know right now, Grace wants out of that school. I was like, she told me she's done going to your school. She wants to go back to homeschooling. And the principal was like, oh, okay. Like, don't you want to try and talk the parent out of it, or no? They just don't give a shit. I don't know, but... And the kind of homeschooling that we're going to do, which I want to do the unlearned homeschooling. So what that is, it's the government has absolutely nothing to do with what we teach her. Either will the the education system. Grace will have no part of it. The unlearned homeschooling route that I want to go, and I mentioned it to Grace, and she said that sounds like it would be the best option, is where we would teach Grace basics. So basics of, like, she would do math and science and history and English and stuff, but she would, instead of just sitting down just doing straight out math and science all the time, she would learn math and science through home ec. So I told Grace cooking would be part of her curriculum. She would learn math and science through measuring and experiments and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of reading that I need to do, and there's also several homeschooling. Alberta has a lot of people who homeschool, so I can get support through that way. But yeah, and then yeah, I want her to do home ec. I want her to actually learn how to do taxes and budgeting, everything that would set her up. Because like even David said, like they touched on it, but not enough for anybody to know what to actually do once they graduate at high school when it came to their money that they bring in. We would do outdoor stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go into, there's a gray. I want to try this. I don't normally do gray, but let's see. I know, like for phys ed, we have a pool, we have a bike, we have weights, and I told Grace that's fantastic. But we'd also go to the track, go out for walks. There's a leisure center. We have nature trails. I have to look into it, but I want to do the unlearned schooling with her. I do know she said art is one thing that she wants to do. And then I think she should probably pick out something else as well. Art and then something else that she can really put her focus into. Just gonna try and buff that out a tiny bit. And yeah, and then she could also change her mind and stay and finish out grade 9 there. I do know she said she's definitely not going to high school in person. Feels like high school would be worse than middle school with the amount of crap she's got to put up with, or that she does put up with. So right now I have this shade, that shade, and that shade all in there. I just mixed the dark brown and the black. I'm gonna take this lighter one right here. It kind of looks, I don't know if you can tell here, it kind of looks blue. I also want to take the, and take the gray on the bottom. I'm going back into the silver, or I have eye primer on, but I don't know, is it making it stand out more or no? I don't really know if it's making a difference. I should have used a cool tone blush. I'm gonna go in with this, just to, you know. There we go. It's pretty. I like it actually. Should I put silver on my bottom? It's like, Tammy, you ain't going nowhere. I like it. It's kind of smoky. Kind of looks kind of glam. I used to wear gray shadow all the time, and I kind of forgot that gray goes nice with blue eyes. I guess it's not too bad with this blush. A cool tone blush would have been nice. But maybe it might have dragged my face too much. I think this is my favorite look I've done lately. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to, I'll rewash. I'm gonna do mascara. I hauled this one out. It's a mini. What's all over it? Oh, I made the my version of KFC bowls for supper yesterday. It was good. Today I'm making trout, and I'm gonna use our grill right here, instead of the cast iron because it got too smoky last time. So, and I want to be able to get everybody's trout done at the same time. I just, what do I do with my trout? I pat the trout dry. I dip it in just a quick egg mixture, like just scrambled eggs. No water or anything. Just crack some eggs, scramble it, dip your fish in it, give it a little shake, and then I put it into flour. What will I season the flour with today? I don't know. Definitely salt and pepper. Maybe some lemon and herb I'll throw in there. And then I just pan fry it with butter and oil. But I'm using the grill today. So, an international call. India. No, thank you. Unless you're gonna give me a year supply of buttered chicken. No, thank you. And then I was gonna do homemade fries, but I'm thinking I just want mashed potatoes again. So we'll probably do mashed potato. Yeah, we'll do mashed potatoes with that. And then I'll see what vegetables we have. So that'll be for today's supper. And they left a voicemail. No thank you. I'll just delete that. They're calling again. Why? They're probably like 2 times the charm. On YouTube, what is Buddy's name? Matt and I actually watched these videos of this guy who, it's like a lot of people, for whatever reason, it does tend to be Indians, from India. But, like all those scammers who call and say, like they try and scam you, like they'll get you to go on your computer and stuff, log into your bank account, whatnot. They usually tend to they're calling again. They're probably like, I need to leave another voicemail. I wonder if they're calling from different numbers, but it says India, international calling. I mean, they try to scam you. Anyways, Buddy, I'll have to look it up. You know me, I'll probably just end up forgetting. But he gets them. They have like they rent out apartments or a building or whatever. And they'll have like all their family members or their friends and that all in there calling people. So far they've left me 2 voicemails. We're calling to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Like, I don't drive. What do you want from me? Nice. Sometimes I feel like by the time I'm done my makeup, you can tell I have makeup on, but I feel like the eye makeup. But, question is, I'd probably have to use a palette I've already used with the eye primer to see if the eye primer made a difference. Like, does it make the eyeshadow more noticeable? I don't know. Maybe I should have used one that like a palette I've already used. We'll see. It's nice. It's gray. I wonder if the gray with the black is what, and the brown has what is what. If that's what's making it look kind of blue. I see like a blue tinge. Anyways, this is going to stay not in my makeup bag because I'll probably switch stuff. I'll probably put all this stuff back away. I only have it in the makeup bag because Miss Grace. Or maybe I'll get makeup ready for tomorrow. I'm just gonna put this in there for now. Where did this tissue come from? Is it clean? Maybe I can use it to clean my glasses. Let's do next week's meal plan right quick. I think I gotta put Sloppy Joes on there. Yeah, let's go grab the meal planner thing. I need a pen. I need this. Ooh, I'm almost out. What will I do once this is gone? Actually, I see two things already that Big Mac salad is something I want. What is that? A lid off of something. Probably off of one of my pencils. I think they said it was supposed to it might snow today for a tiny bit. All right. Whoa. I'll be back. We like packages. At least I know I like packages. Do you like packages too? Let's see. I mean, I already know what's in here. Paper. I mean, should I be acting excited? I don't know. First things first, I got this makeup brush set. You're probably like, Tammy, you have lots. I know. But it was the VIB sale. And, okay, one. Yes, these are tiny brushes. It's not just a brush set. It came with the, you know how like when you use a eyeshadow brush or whatever kind of brush and you need to clean it because you want to use another, because you like the brush a lot, but you want to, what should we call it? You want to get the color off, so you're like wiping it off on paper towel, but paper towel doesn't really get the color off. Like, this for instance, say I want to go into a lighter color or something, or a different color completely. Well, please tell me this is not a gimmick. No, it's working. You just gotta have patience. See how much lighter this is getting already? I feel like it's taking out some of my hairs. It is. Anyways, it's cleaned off enough that I can use it. And it's called like a quick change dry brush cleaner. And look how tiny this puppy is. I might give this one to Grace, actually. Another highlighting brush. Well, highlighting, or if you want to like really perfect your blush. And then some good blending brushes for your eyeshadows. Fantastic. I know I didn't need any more brushes, but I was on there. I seen it and I was like, hey, that could be good. I paid, so it was $27, but I didn't pay $27. I actually don't know what I paid, but it wasn't $27, it was less. Alright. This I've been wanting to buy for years, and I've constantly putting it in and out of my cart, and I never bought it. Why? I don't know. So it's the Morphe 18T Truth or Bear. It's a straight up neutral basic eyeshadow palette. I know, I didn't need it. Anyways. Hard case, which is, I do appreciate when they put palettes in hard cases. Has a nice mirror. Has the shade names on here, which most people don't keep this, so I kind of wish they either had the names back here or on here, but yeah. She's basic. Does have some like mauvey purples, which is nice. This is a neutral, so it's not warm toned or cool toned. It's neutral. Very pretty. Ooh. I love shimmers. I love metallics. Look at those. Ooh. I know, everybody's not into it. And this one is mostly matte, like a mostly matte palette. Which I can appreciate because there are times where I, believe it or not, I do just all matte looks. It's been a minute though since I have. I guess the reason why is because shimmers and metallics did not used to be as good as they are nowadays. So I would just do all matte looks. I thought I seen one. Is this a shimmer? Soft shimmer. I mean, it's got a little sparkle in it. Not much that will show up though. That's the lightest shimmer right there. Anyways, I can appreciate an all matte. Like this is I think this was $27, but I didn't pay that for this either. I paid less. Did I find this one though at Winners? I don't think it was this one. There's another one that's neutral leaning, the same size from Morphe. But the price was not worth it. Because I think I seen it the last time I was at Winners. And the price wasn't worth it because I knew the Sephora VIB sale was coming up. And I could get it cheaper than what Winners was selling it for. Believe it or not. Alright, the whole main reason for me going on there, on Sephora, was to get this bad boy. It's pricey. I did not pay full price for this. Again, I feel like I'm trying to justify why I bought it, but you know what? No justification needed. But I did get it during the VIB, so I did get 20% off of this. The Pat McGrath Labs. This is part of that collection. You know that other one that has this print on it, that small 5-pan one? This is part of that collection. This collection has 2 big palettes like this, and then 4 or 5 of the 5-pan ones, and then it has like blushes and stuff like that. I wasn't interested in none of that. I was interested in that 5-pan palette I did pick up, and this. This for 2 reasons, and you'll see in a minute. I mean, one, the print is so pretty. Like the packaging, it's like blue. I mean, this is girly looking. My mom's like, I did not raise my daughter to be wasting money on makeup and things because they are pretty. I could be a drug addict, Mom, okay? Let's just put it that way. I could be a drug addict. I could be an alcoholic. It feels heavy. I mean, this feels... Sephora did not have these in store. They literally had that one 5-pan one, and that was it. Mostly... Ooh, yes. I mean... It's got a good sized mirror on it. This makes me think like whimsical. Just listen to that. So it does got a nice mirror. Look at my trash. Isn't it neat? The reason why I want this, well, the reason why I want it, the color story. Look at those greens. This is like neutral with a pop of color. You've got these 2 greens eyeshadows. You've got this pink down here, which it's a duochrome, so you guys are seeing it different than what it is in person. It has like a dusty, darker, it's like a plum, a dusty mauvey pink. We got 2 different brown tones. One's got more of a reddish brown. I mean, and 2 blushes. So you don't need to buy any of their blushes. I have never tried a Pat McGrath blush. And not only that, their blushes have, can you see? They've got roses in them. That's not as dark in person. Yes, I'm gonna swatch. Yes, I don't care if the rose comes out because I didn't buy this for it to not get used. Yep, these blushes are my kind of colors, and they're buildable. You can't see it that well on here. We got the pink and then like the dusty rose. I can try and build the pink up. I like a blush where it's not just an automatic bam and then you gotta like buff it and stuff like that because you did too much. I'm fine with a blush where you gotta build it up. So I just did like, so we got the light pink and then that mauve. Man. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, I'm just gonna say, I won't spend too much time on this. This right here, you guys are not, holy moly. You guys, I can't pick it up on the camera what it looks like in person. Maybe you can kind of see it at this angle. See how it's pink? Right there, see how it's pink? Look at it on my finger. Oh my gosh. Wow. I've got it swatched. I need like YouTuber lights. Anyways, it's pink. It's got like an aqua color, a slight tinge of, and when I say pink, I mean like pink too. I can't show you guys here. You guys can't see the pink. Anyways, that's gonna have to go on my eyeballs. I want to swatch those two green shades. I'm excited about using this. Like this green, is that one changed too? It looks emerald, but in the screen it looks like lime green. What? Ooh. Look at that. Oh, I'm so excited, man. And then this other one. Oh, I can just imagine doing these together as an eye look. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, let's try this middle one since we're here, because that's a shimmer as well. Man. These are metallics. So it looks like she's got 4 metallics, and then one of her, that pink one is a duochrome or multi-chrome. Because I see a duochrome means you only see like 2 shades, but I see at least 3. So you would call that a trio? I'm excited for those greens, man. Ooh. And then those are metallics. I don't have that fancy lighting, so I can't show you guys. And then the mattes are mattes. I probably won't use this tomorrow because I'm going to Miriam's, but maybe Saturday or Sunday I'm gonna do a look with this. I wonder, can you imagine? Okay, I just want to take, just to see, I want to take this dusty color right here. That's pretty. It's like that's a nice purple. So let's just say I want to do an eye look using that. We're gonna buff it and blend it. How would that look if I put that pink beside it? What color would show up? Oh, so more purple would show up. Oh, wow. I can't do it justice with this lighting. So if I did that dusty rose and then I put that pink over top. I don't know. See how it makes it, yeah, it changes it. Anyways, I'm excited. I can't wait to do a look with that green. It's that one, it's like, I think that this green here is what you call a duochrome, because I see 2 colors from that one, like a lime green to an emerald green, and then it does have a hint of something else in there. As I'm gonna close that up. That's exciting. We need to meal plan for next week. Anyways, today we're doing trout mashed potatoes. Tomorrow and Saturday we're doing pork carnitas. I'm gonna get Miriam's, but I'm gonna put before I go to her place tomorrow, I'm gonna get the pork carnita in the slow cooker, turn that on, and then I'll text or call Matt for him to check on it at the halfway mark. Sunday supper. So next week we do want to do Sloppy Joes. So we're gonna do Sloppy Joes next Friday and Saturday, because usually there's always leftovers from that. So what was the other thing I said I wanted? Oh yeah, Sunday supper for next Sunday. Oh, I mentioned I wouldn't mind having Big Mac salad. Should we do a day this week where we do one of those what do you call that? Hamburger helper? Should we do a hamburger helper? On Wednesday? Sloppy Joes, maybe I'll do that with ground turkey. We're gonna do hamburger helper on Wednesday. I'll put down ground beef. And then I'll put down ground turkey for Sloppy Joes. Okay. So we got Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So far, there's no... Let's see now. Do we want rice? Well, you guys just get tired sometimes of having the same things over and over again. Let's do... I don't want to have anything that we've had this week or last week. Darn. Part of me's like, write down butter chicken and rice. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, we all like butter chicken and rice. I'll write that down for Monday. Then we got Tuesday and Thursday. We didn't order in this past week. Yes, we did. We did. We're not ordering this week. What's something else? We got 2 days. Butter chicken and rice. Should I make enough to do 2 suppers? Or no? I think Thursday I'm going to write down, because I know we have lots of chicken, so Thursday I'm going to write down chicken and pasta. I've got some of those pastaronis or whatever you want to call them that I showed you guys. We'll do one of those. Chicken, pasta, and veg. Butter chicken rice. So I just got Tuesday. We're not doing tacos because we're doing hamburger helper on Wednesday, which uses ground beef, and then we're doing Sloppy Joes on Friday and Saturday, which has ground turkey. Ugh, sharp pain. Darn. I should go dig out my thing that has all the meals in it. I'm like thinking pizza, but and when I say pizza, I'm talking frozen pizza. I'm just trying to think. You know what? We'll get a pizza from. I'll write down pizza for Tuesday. I'll put down store-bought. Ooh, hang on now. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. So I need to get. I got aspirin written down. Milk, eggs, butter. We need burger buns. Okay. Pizza. And that's it. And then from Save On Foods, they have cases of tomato soup, mushroom soup, tomato sauce, diced tomatoes. I should look for canned milk. Kraft dinner. I will double check with the family, and I'll put 2 question marks beside that. I'll write down Save On Foods. Save On Foods, because I only want to go to one store, and we'll just go there. What else did they have? Tomato soup. They said canned vegetables. Now, the only canned vegetable we like is the corn. Tomato soup, mushroom soup, tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, canned milk. I guess I can look at beans. See what beans they have for the case lot sale. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I will obviously check, because I have the, what's that app called? I have like some sort of flyer app on my thing. So you put in your postal code, and then weekly, like the flyers are, you have access to all the flyers for wherever you live. Anyways, you can go into each flyer and you can click on the items in the flyer, and it'll put it into a list, and then you can go into your list, and then you can see everything, and you can like decide like, okay, most of the stuff that's on sale is at this store, so I'll go to this store and not go to the rest. Or if you are fine going to 2 different stores, you can be like, okay, well, these 2 have the best sales, so we'll go to these 2 places, and then just delete the items you clicked from the other flyers, right? That's how I'm gonna do that. I'm thinking though, we're probably not gonna get the Kraft dinner, but 100% I want to get a case of tomato soup and mushroom soup, and a case of tin milk if they have it. We use the tin milk for mashed potatoes, and when I make homemade mac and cheese. You know something? Next, I'm going to go into the next week. I'm going to put down tacos for Tuesday for the following week, just to make this easy. Friday of the following week, I'm going to do chicken fried rice. And leftovers that Saturday. Sunday supper. I do have a Millionaire pasta in the freezer for that Wednesday. That one left. Let's see. What's something that is on here that we have not done yet? I think we've done everything. So I just got a Monday. So Thursday we'll probably do chicken wrap. We'll do chicken wraps Monday. And then Thursday, because this makes it easier too, because especially where we're doing our budget, like I said, just because we have a budget too doesn't mean we have to spend the entire budget. But in the back of my mind, now that I know about, Matt brought up what could happen December. Even though I'm not gonna worry about that, that's in there now, guys. That's in there. So that means even for that week, I don't really need to buy anything for that either, besides maybe cheese. But I've got cheese in the freezer. I have all kinds of wraps, probably lettuce. Maybe potatoes by that time. I'll write it down, but we'll see. So the only day that I don't have is not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, which we could do. Should I just write down leftovers for that? Or fend for ourselves? Chicken wraps, tacos, millionaire pasta. I don't want to do pizza. We don't have to do pizza every week. Like, we're not doing pizza this week. But we will next week on Tuesday. We're already going to be doing chicken wraps. Maybe I'll write down quesadillas just in case there's any taco meat left or whatever. There. And this means minimal groceries, too. The only reason for wanting to go to Save on Foods is for the case lot sale. Otherwise, yeah. Awesome. I did add creamer, coffee creamer to the list because I don't think we're going to have enough to do us. And that's that. I guess I could erase this. Let's go put this on the fridge. Let's go put this back. Here's my thing too about grocery shopping or going for a few. It's going in with a list. I mean, I have stuck to a list before, but I have a hard time with seeing other things. Cause I'll be like, ooh, I like that. Let's get it. So that's back up there. I do want to erase that. I mean, I can reuse that, but I'm gonna erase that. I'm not gonna sit here and do the. I guess I can put this away. I got this up on the wall. So I need to erase this. My whiteboard. Because we are now in November. That's crazy. For my notes, I'm going to keep the same thing there. I have become a servant of God, preach the word, be bold, unashamed. I already know I've talked less about God the past couple of weeks on my videos. But, well, I shouldn't say but. I mean, I like talking about God, so that's kind of crappy that I haven't talked about God in anything in the past bit. I will say this. Actually, should I say this? Yeah. People who are believers in God, people who say they are followers of Christ, people who say they love people and that should not be cheering for any death or harm to anybody in Israel or Gaza. Hamas? Hamas? They're the problem, not the rest of the people who live in Gaza. Palestinians are not the problem. Hamas is the problem. Because I was thinking about it, man, and I'm like, does God really want us to choose sides of, and does God really want people cheering for the slaughter and the raping and the murder of innocent children and women and men? No. You want to pray for peace. You want to pray for the safety and protection of the people on both sides. Don't be praying just for one side. You know, I stand with Israel, but in my head and in my heart, I know I need to be praying for those innocent people who are innocent Palestinians as well. So pray for the peace of Israel. Pray for the safety and protection of the people on both sides, the innocent people. I know that they're talking about sending humanitarian aid or whatever over to Gaza. And they're talking about putting a pause. This never clicked until I listened to something this morning. They're talking about putting a pause, not a stop, but a pause to blowing people up and killing them and stuff, so that they can go in and feed them and give them some water and fix them up. And then after that, they do that, they're going to unpause it and let them go back to, it's like think about a video game, okay? You're playing a video game, you're killing people and all that, and you're like, oh, pause, I'm going to go, go get a bite to eat or a drink of water, and then you come back, unpause, and then you just shoot the shit out of them and you kill them. That's pretty much what they want to do. Do people not realize how stupid and idiotic and evil that sounds? That they just want to put a pause on killing people so they can feed them and give them water and fix them up and give them a false hope that, hey, maybe this might be done. But it's just going to be a little pause. And then they're just going to go back to it. And then they're probably going to kill all the people that they're going to go in and give some water and food to. Do not tell me you're cheering for that, because no, God does not want you cheering for that. God's a God of love. Love your enemies. Nowhere in there does he say hate your enemies and wish harm on your enemies. No. I mean, I almost feel like kind of getting pissed off thinking about that right now. Why? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Just really think about it when they're talking about wanting to just pause things so that they can go in and feed them and give them some water. Think about what happens once they unpause. Think about your own family. I mean, here in Canada right now, we're okay. People might think like, oh, we're in Canada, we're in the US, none of this is gonna happen to us. Our time's coming, guys. Our time is coming. If you read scripture, if you read it with other people and help each other to understand and pray on it and stuff, you'll know we're not going to be unscathed, okay? Our time's coming. But think about your own family if you're in that situation. And your homes are being blown up, your family members are being raped and beheaded and dragged through the streets and whatnot. And then they say, oh, we're just going to pause it so we can like go in and fix people up and give them some food and water. And then we're going to go right back to it. No, it doesn't make any sense. And I will say this again, God does not want you cheering and chanting for the death of people. Hamas is going to get what's coming to them. But you got to keep in mind, on both sides of what's going on, in any conflict on both sides, there's completely innocent people who don't have the same beliefs as the people who are doing things, okay? And that's what I'm going to rant about right now. And yeah, God does not, His word does not tell us to hate and wish death and harm on anybody, even our enemies. So, oops, wrong. That's not the one I need. And then if you think God does want you to wish harm and revenge on your enemies, then you must have a different God. Oh, I can't get this back up. There's a bar in my way. Darn it. Guess that means that should probably come out. Trying to remember where I put my, what did I get on here? Oh, I must have had my hand resting on there. I'm looking for my notebook. Yeah, I've got this 5-year planner. It goes to 20, is it 5 years? Yeah, 5-year monthly planner. It goes to 2026. So I have everything in here right up until May, June. I've gone as far as June. That's it. So what are we right now? November. When you see the stuff, it's like, no. How many days are in November? Only 30? Nice. Let's see. November 2023. Tuesday was the first, right? No, Wednesday? Wednesday? Yesterday was the first? You know what I need to write on here? Be consistent. 18. I need to add be consistent on here. Oh yeah, I don't know. Have you guys noticed? So, there's like an extra Thursday in November. People who get paid on Wednesdays or Thursdays, you should get an extra pay. So instead of getting 4 pays for the month of November, we'll get 5. The idea is to get 1 entire pay into savings. So I think in here, because there's an extra week. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay, nice. Before, like last year, not if there's an extra week, then we would add 200 to 300 extra for groceries. But this month we're not gonna do that, even though there's an extra week, kinda. We're not. We're just gonna stick with the 1,200 for this month. So I see 3 things that need to get paid today, which I'll do after I'm here. So we got Telus, Virgin, Kudu. I don't write down the amount on here. I just write down what needs to get paid. And then tomorrow, I'll write down savings. Next week, this is November, right? Yeah. So next week, on the 10th, Matt's got to get the tires changed. So I got to write down tires. He's got to switch over to winter ones. Okay, pretty much every Friday I put down an S. That means get money in the savings. But next week we have a tire change. We also have car payment and car insurance. So CEP and then car and apartment insurance. And then we have another car payment on the 23rd. We've got rent and bank fees on the 30th. What else? Fido on the 16th. And then I'll put that. And I think that's it. I'll put this there. Okay, and then as things get paid, that's gotta get turned around. Why is that not sticking? There we go. Okay, I need to write down be consistent. Be consistent. Consistent. Because I'm realizing my consistency is way off. Okay, with blue, so with stuff that gets paid off, I take the red marker and I check mark it for things that happen. I'm gonna take a purple one. I did not work out yesterday. I need to write down. I'm gonna put down W on the days I want to work out. And then I take a blue marker and I put a check mark so I know, hey, did I actually do anything? October had a lot of blue check marks, which was great. Oh, that's Wednesday. Okay, I don't work out on the days I go to Miriam's, and I don't work out on Saturdays, but every other day it's a good day to work out. As I'm going to go ahead and check mark all the bills for today, because once I'm off here, they're all going to get paid. So check mark, check mark, check mark. And then I'll wait till tomorrow for the savings one, but there'll be a check mark there. I'll show you, like, what? Oh, sorry, I had the thing closed. So yeah, like you'll see I have like W's. We tend to pay a lot of things on Thursdays. And yeah. So yeah, days I work out, I'll use a blue one, and then red check marks are for paying off bills and rent, and I mean some stuff's automatic. But in my planner I have the cost, like I have everything written down. Like I write down how much in savings each week, how much for each bill, rent. I have a spot where I wrote down how much for groceries, how much for Luna, how much for gas, how much for laundry. This month tire change, which I don't know. It could be $80, it could be $150. I don't remember, because Matt told me to keep the receipt for doing the tire change over the summer or spring, or whatever, over the spring. I don't know where I put it. It was just so that we know how much it is. And then, like, even right now, if you have car insurance and stuff, get prepared for that now. So, in January, I think, did I write it in January, or did I write it? Yeah, I think in January. Yeah, I have insurance renewal happens in January, and then our membership renewal happens in March, and I jotted that down in January, but then I also have it written down in March on the day that it's supposed to happen as well. So, and I have everything color coded. That's just it's how I do things. Like I have things that are bills that automatically get taken out, like car insurance, rent, and car payment. I have that one color for automatic payments. I have bills that I actually go online and pay. I have that another color. Any debt that we have, I have that in another color. Groceries is one color. Gas, Luna, laundry. We're still trying to figure out how much we actually spend on gas, but I know once Matt's in school, it's going to drop in half because he'll be just buying a bus pass. But yeah, so I should probably keep this out. I'm going to get off here because I am going to go pay the bills for today. Even though rent just got taken out yesterday. It's so sad. But it's adulting, guys. And I also checkmark in my planner too. I wonder if Matt was the one who took care of this, how would he go about it? Would he use a planner? He might. I don't know. How would he keep track? I'm always like, and I tell him too, I'm like, can you come like look at this and see if you want to change anything? He's like, no, it's good. And I'm like, don't you want to know like where money's going and stuff? He's like, no, it's good. I'm just like, and then I'm like, one day I'm going to be dead and you're going to need to know how I do these things. No lie, back in the day, we were not very good at money at all. Are we the best at money now? No. But I can say bills and rent and food on the table is always taken care of. But trial and error to get to where we are. It does suck though, seeing money, like, you know. Grace yesterday, she texted me, she's like, or she called me yesterday, she was in her bedroom by the way. She called me and she's like, hey, can you come in my room please? And so I was like, okay. And like, I started getting anxious and I'm like, oh shit, I think I'm in trouble. Obviously I'm not in trouble, but I go in there and she's like, okay. And she's got her Switch on her lap and I'm already like, yeah, she's gonna ask to buy something. And sure enough, she's like, I know I already spent October's allowance and it's just early November, but is there any way I can get my allowance free or get my allowance now and then next month not get it? And I'm just like, no, like you have to earn it. She gets allowance at the end of the month, like the very end, because I need to make sure she's earning allowance, especially for the amount that she gets. And she was like, oh, but this thing's gonna be gone. And listen, and I even told her, I was like, Grace, you're gonna have to learn to do without sometimes or wait, because I hate to say it, she gets what she wants a lot. And I was like, you gotta earn your allowance. And not only that, what she wanted, it would require using credit card. And I told Grace, because Matt and I had this conversation, we're gonna act now like as if we have no access to our credit card. Because it's too easy to just, use it. So I told Grace, she was like, and then, what did she say? She said something, and I was like, it doesn't matter if we have money or not. I feel like all we're doing in this house is just spending. Obviously, I just had a Sephora order come in. I feel such a hypocrite. But this is stuff I already ordered. This is stuff that I ordered before Matt and I were like, hey, why don't we try and budget for stuff? So that's what we're doing. And we're also doing, like, I'm on a no-buy now for ordering anything online. And so I'm trying to get into Grace's head now. It goes for her too. No ordering online. If you can't buy it in person when you have money, then no. So anyways, I'm surprised she didn't curse me out. I just left her room. I don't know. She wanted something off the Switch, but I told her, like, you gotta earn that money first. I think actually even David is getting back into his savings now. Like, as in, like, saving. Why is everything gonna be so expensive? Anywho, it's 10 after 12. I want to get a bite to eat and get the laundry going and do my floors, so I probably see you guys Sunday, maybe? Maybe I'll do a get ready. I mean, yeah, because I'm not going anywhere tomorrow besides Miriam's. Saturday is our sit down, watch movies, maybe do a puzzle, whatever day. Like Saturday, I want Saturday to be our not do nothing day. I'll probably see you guys Sunday. Go to Save On Foods. I don't think we're going to go to the Bulk Barn. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't need no white hot chocolate. Although it would be delicious. And I do have several different kinds of tea bags I could mix with it. But that's going to be a no. I kind of want to go to the Dollar Tree. Anyways, guys. Stay prayed up. Love ya.